Welcome to early evening, Good Friday, and here we are. Today's job was really just to really dig out these trenches so we could bury these surrounds for this middle plot here. And the reason we're doing this is because it needs to be level here at the end here with the tree beds. So running it all along the plot and all the way around the plot, making sure that it's level, the spirit level, and then we link up with the piece of wood that delimits the path over there, and then the path continues all the way along to the wormery. So we're getting there, and we need to get this bed finished so that we can spread this soil out, put this last bit of compost out, because we want to get some stuff in the ground, and also we want to get seedlings in these cold frames so they can get hardened up, ready to go in the ground. We've got a long weekend. We've got Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Monday sounds like it might be different weather, but tomorrow looks good, Sunday looks good. And if we can get a couple of good days down here, 6-7 hours, we should make good progress.
Happy Easter, everybody!
I'm going to show you what we've been working on, so come on in.
Follow along.
So if you can see there in the distance, there's 4 little trees that we've planted, so we have the full complement now.
There's the first one there, number 2, number 3, and number 4.
This middle plot has basically been left really because we've got plenty of other stuff to be getting on with, but now's come the time where we need to finish off the terrace and more importantly finish off the cold frame, and that's what that door's going to be. So what have I been doing here? Well, basically I've been trying to place down a border into this plot because we're going to need a border over there for the path, and we're going to need a border for the terrace, which is going to extend off towards the wormery. So in order to complete the tail, really what we needed a delimiter, if you like, a wall along this section here. And we acquired this on Tuesday, I think, a whole pallet, which I've now cut in half, and this is forming half of, which will be, the other half will be here, and then I'll put posts in the corners, and basically it'll be up here and we'll have an archway, which means we can grow things like roses, which we want to grow, and other climbing plants up here. And we've also got raspberries and blackberries over here, so they'll form part of it, and that'll generate a nice little shield which will basically hide all this blue piping. That was an accident, not a plan. So what we've got to do now is we've got to level this ground off because there's way too much soil here. Leveled it off a bit across the way. We've got some manure under this white grass, so we're going to have excess soil, there's no question. And what we'll do is we'll take some of that soil and we'll use it in growing some potatoes this year, which are going to go over there.
A completely new, innovative way. Let's see what's happened there. Fire net.
We had this in storage over the winter because we didn't know what to do with it, and we've got this pole that I've managed to acquire, and that rather nice stainless steel pole over there, which you can't see because it's hidden by the roundup fencing. But what we're going to be doing here, Jessie,
is peas have been sown on both sides of this net. As they grow, they will grab onto the net, and we don't need to do any tying like I did last year. It was too much time wasted on that, so they'll be just growing along this.
And what I'll be doing is we've decided that this is going to be the brassica section, because the first year we grew brassicas here, it was quite successful. So I'm going to build a frame for this section, and on that frame we're going to basically be able to place netting permanently because there's no need to crop rotate. So we've been informed the minerals get taken, but minerals get put back. Might be okay for farming, but it's absolutely irrelevant allegedly for gardening, which is actually what we're doing.
So over here in these trays, I've planted the sweet peas. They just need watering, but it's gonna rain apparently tomorrow, so I'm not bothered with watering them yet. Where the trees are, we have three types of lettuce. Two of them are frost resistant. The other one might need to be covered later on if we have some frost. I put basil and dill. And over here, this pallet, I've been using it to step on so I don't tread on the soil. And I'm going to use the gaps. Inside these gaps, I'm going to be putting beetroot. We'll try this method of clustering or clumping. For 4 types of beetroot, I can have one section there for the one type, the other type on the other side of the pallet, and another repeat. So 4. And then we'll have some leftover space in this gap there for some beans, French beans, the short ones, the bushy ones. Here you can see a lot of stones, and they came from around everywhere. From everywhere where we dug, we gathered stones. First they were in buckets, like that, and then I washed them. And now they are a decorative feature of this new terrace to also provide drainage.
We've got just finished off this long strip of wood, which is called a bun strip, but it's now forming the last part of this bed which Desi is standing on.
This actually amazes me, truly amazes me. Look how it's aligned right at the end of this wormery, as if the wormery was made there on purpose in that exact place, in that location, to align with this line, which came all the way from this side and around the other end, and it started in the middle of nowhere over here.
In fact, the whole thing started because of where we put this terrace, and then how we're going to build the cold drain, and then the paving slabs in front of that, and then the wall had the front of the paving slab, and it just so happened it's perfectly aligned to this. That's
everything seems to lead on to the next thing, and perfectly matching and coinciding.
Now what's going on here is this is one of the last patches where we haven't weeded, so I'm just weeding here because this bit here, this thin strip, is going to be a path, and it's going to be filled with some sand we've got, plus black plastic, plus these arranged in some kind of wacky jigsaw manner with some of these more decorative kitchen top things.
I think they're granite.
Yeah, they are, but I think they were kitchen tops.
All of this will be a fruit cage. At the moment, looks like it's gonna be burnt because it looks like a bonfire, but it won't.
These 2 pillars here are going to form one part of the cage. I'll take up another bit further up and then build it across, and then this will be a place where we can put fruit and keep the birds away, because like humans, birds like fruit. Especially things like blueberry and raspberry,
soft fruit.